category 3, food. All about food. Now, food is a massive topic. I am not going to dive into it in any great depth. I am not a nutritionist. I am no food health expert. All I want you to do is think about your food, and we're going to go through a couple of questions and an analogy that I want you to retain to try and help you. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you what to eat and what not to eat. This is not what this is about. But there are 2 questions I want you to ask yourself when you reach for food, when you're thinking about what you're preparing for supper, what you're going to eat as a snack. So those questions are, will this food bless my body? And would I feed this to a kid? So if we break those 2 questions down, the first question, will this food bless my body? Now, when you're going for something, I just want you to ask yourself that question. Sometimes that flapjack that you're going for, that slice of cake that you're going for, will bless your body. It is what you need right then. It is the right thing for you. And sometimes you'll be like me and you'll be needing a snack mid-morning all the time. Go to the cupboard, and in our cupboard we have literally everything on one shelf. So there's like chocolate and nuts and dried apricots, and you know, I ask myself the question, will this food bless my body? And I think, you know what, I'll reach for the dried apricots, not the chocolate, because the dried apricots keep me fuller for longer, they keep me going for longer, they keep me more energized. Actually, that right now is what I need to bless my body. So it's about us making decisions that bless our body and enable us to step up into being our best self by what we're putting into it. The second question is around, would I feed this to a kid? Now, obviously I work, you know, and train nannies, and you may not be working with children, you may be working with children, you may not have children, you know, that's fine. But it's a really good question, because the chances are if I asked you to look after a child, you would do the best you could do in terms of feeding them. You would think about the complex carbs, the protein, the vegetables, the iron, the vitamins, all of that stuff. You would really go the extra mile. And yet so often we don't think we are worthy of the effort. Let me tell you, you are worthy of the effort. If you are thinking, I've got to cook myself some tea tonight, what shall I have? I'll just have beans on toast. I want you to think, is that what I would feed a kid right now? And the answer is probably no. You would probably say, no. Right now, I would do bangers and mash and broccoli. Do bangers and mash and broccoli. You are worthy of it. Some days, yes, you'll have beans on toast. Yes, you'll have a treat. That is fine. But my point is, that should be the exception, not the norm. The analogy that I want you to carry away with you is the one that, you know, we get this body, it's one body, and it is a massive gift. And I want you to think about it like an Aston Martin. So if you have an Aston Martin, what do people put into an Aston Martin? I mean, I don't have an Aston Martin, but I'm pretty sure you put the really expensive petrol in there. You know, the one that's got rid of all the bad stuff. It's like super clean, and you put in the really expensive oil to make the engine run, and the really beautiful something or other to help with the something or other, and you're like, oh, it's really lovely. And you know, because boy oh boy, that Aston Martin is a beast. Like, it's a beauty, and it deserves the absolute best. Yeah? You're not going to put the cheap stuff in. You're not going to put the dirty stuff in. You're going to put the good stuff in. Let me tell you something. You are an Aston Martin. You deserve the best that you can put into your body. You deserve the best quality food. You deserve the food that you can prepare. You deserve every ounce of effort it takes to put the best fuel inside you. So I want you to go away and think of those 2 questions when it comes to food. Will this food bless my body, and would I feed this to a kid? It's your body, it's your gift. What you put in is so important.